This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers, where you can report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. Call 1-800-780-TIPS. By Solomon's Air Conditioning Incorporated. No matter what the weather condition is outside, have it your way inside. 239-693-1569. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome back. We're so thrilled to have Sala here. She's going to tell us all about getting out and the census. Let's get here for 2020. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for
I've seen you around, but I think this is the first time I've actually interviewed you, right?
Yes.
You would think that I know everybody I've interviewed, but I don't. I've interviewed like 20-something thousand people. Now I'm getting up in age, and I can't remember everybody I interviewed. Is that a shame or is that a good thing?
That's a good thing.
Hey, it's not that serious, Sala. It's not that serious. Well, you have the census now is like the main thing in the news now. I mean, everybody want to get the word out for people to get out and prepare for this census. Tell us about your title and what role you're playing in that.
So Jerry Ware and I are both co-chairs of the Fort Myers Complete Count Committee that was started by our city council. And our effort or energy is focusing on areas in our community that are traditionally hard to count. So we have populations that speak English as a second language, the African American community, minorities, seniors, and other groups that traditionally have been difficult to count. So that's what we're focusing on.
Would income play a factor in that too? Say people who may be in the poverty level below and low income people might be more difficult to count as well?
It is possible. It is possible. And also undocumented people as well are counted. Everybody counts during the census. It's important that we count them. And in Fort Myers, we've had a population increase of about 18,000 people since the last census in 2010. So this gives us access to federal funding that does so many important things in our community. So when we don't count people, we can lose as much as $30 million annually that we do not have access to. And that's for all kinds of things, education, early Head Start, Medicare, Medicaid, infrastructure for our cities, the list, veteran services, the list goes on and on.
What does the general paperwork look like to fill out to be counted?
So March 12th, we will all start to receive an invitation to complete the census at our homes. And that's going to be a postcard that will tell you can either fill it out online, call, fill it out over the phone, or request a paper form. What's different this year is we will not receive paper forms in the mail. So that's why it's important that we work together as a community to reach out to the people that may not respond online.
You will receive the paperwork if you call in and request it.
That's correct.
Very similar to an absentee ballot kind of concept. If I recall, you have to request it and they'll mail you a one of. That's for voting. That's for voting. What do you have to say to the average person who's watching you right now who says, I'm not going to do this, I would like to do it, but I don't want to give up my personal information. They may try to come and get me for something, a criminal record, or I'm not a legal citizen or something.
So our census information is protected by law. And the only people that can take that information are census workers that have taken an oath. So once that invitation goes out, Lee, if you didn't fill yours out, you're going to continue to get reminders in the mail. And if you still don't fill it out, then census workers may come and knock on your door encouraging you to fill out the census. So I would also caution people never to give census information to someone unless they have identification that they're a census worker. And then it's protected by law.
Okay. You talked about some people who are difficult to count. what special measures are you going to take to do that? Are you going to knock on doors, go down into the community? How are you going to do that?
So one of the things we're doing is focusing on encouraging people to become official census partners. And actually, you could become an official census partner. So the Deltas, for instance, and the Divine Nine are part of, they're official partners of the census. We also are working with the Hispanic Ministers Council. We have churches, the Alliance for the Arts, the Lutheran Family Services, the list goes on and on. So as a census partner, you make a commitment to do something to share the census message. And that could be as simple as sharing it with people that you know, passing out flyers, offering to have a computer lab so people can complete it. And then we also look at certain pockets in the community that we know, for instance, may not have internet access. And there is data like that that's available. So we've analyzed that, and we're looking at places where in the community we can go to either help people complete it online or encourage them to do it in groups at their church or another community organization.
So it's fair to assume that if organizations would like individuals like yourself and other people who are involved in getting that information out, educating people to come to their community-based groups and speak and explain how they can become involved, you guys are available for that as well.
Absolutely, and we have a Facebook page where you can email us, contact us to have a speaker come and share information at an event or with one of your groups.
Okay, we got your contact information has been appearing on the screen throughout the interview, but go ahead and give the name of your Facebook page.
It's Fort Myers Complete Count Committee, and then our email is fortmyersccc@gmail.com.
Okay, well, we're so proud to have you out there doing such great work, and you're focusing on, your particular group is focusing on the city of Fort Myers.
That's correct.
Okay. Keep up the good work, okay? Well, I'm sure I'll be doing more shows on this one.
Thank you.
It starts and ends when?
So March 12th is when we can start completing it online, when people will receive invitations. And we're hoping we can get as many people as possible to complete it by April 1st.
Okay. As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like all the fine people who are associated with the 2020 census count who are doing it. We'll be right back.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on live and you get us all types of ways at your convenience. That's Lee Pitts Live.